Greetings, citizens from the rolling hills of the bluegrass. So, I have joined the belly of the beast. I deleted my Facebook account about 5, maybe 6 years ago now, something like that. 4 or 5 years, 6, whatever. And vowed never to be on Twitter, but I got to thinking, it's like, well, what if someone sees my name, uses my icon, and just starts tweeting a bunch of vile, hideous stuff? I have 11 of you watching here on BitChute, and I have 4 people on the other account, so it's on the other website, the YouTube. So it's not like, hopefully, any of you are going to be doing anything malicious in my name, but being a paranoid libertarian, I thought, just in case, let's see what this is like. And oh Lord, is it terrible and wonderful at the same time. Because there's a lot of you wonderful libertarians on there, and you're talking about stuff, and you're getting ideas out there, and you've made me laugh. Just wonderful amounts of laughter has come from watching some of the libertarian stuff, and Thomas Massey is knocking it out of the park. Holy crap, I knew I liked that guy, but he says some stuff on there that is gold, absolute gold. I wish Rand would actually say some things, but I don't know, maybe he's a little too prim and proper for that. But I've joined, and heavens to mercy, I know I'll probably get banned at some point, but some of the things those people say, I'm like, how are you not banned? But I guess maybe the purges come in waves. You know, these digital pogroms that they do on political dissidents, whether it be left or right, apparently. But yes, the Twitter is terrible. It is absolutely terrible. It's a drug. It is really and truly, it is digital internet cocaine. You can already feel it, right? It's bad enough with YouTube and BitChute and all of those sites where you make videos and people listen to them. And you hope they would engage, at least maybe give a like or something, or just show it's like, okay, we agree with you. We're giving you, you're not just speaking into the wind. But it's the immediacy of Twitter, especially since people have their phones with them. I'm doing it from my computer. I don't do that stuff on my phone. I have 100% said that I will never do anything like that on my phone, because I don't carry my phone around with me. Effectively, my cell phone is a house phone. It sits in another room, and I don't bother it unless it rings. But the immediacy that you get, it's wonderful. I mean, these people, if they actually pushed real drugs, they would be more successful than the cartels. I have no doubt about it. If these people actually were able to somehow digitize the same effects of all of the illicit drugs that people want to take, they've effectively done it without the financial cost of having to smuggle, grow, synthesize, all the things that people do when they create drugs. They've effectively done that. And it's amazing. It shows you that addiction really is in the mind, and that the chemicals just aid our mind in the ability, in being able to become addicted. It's crazy. But it is. These Twitter people who have footprints in other, social media sites. I've wanted to delete it now for a couple of days, because you get, okay, you've got a few followers here. Oh, well, that makes you feel good, right? You get kind of hyped up. It's like, ooh, look, these people actually like what I'm saying. And then you get a reply, and then you get a like to your reply, and ooh, and it just piles up, and you go, isn't this great? That's the digital wasteland. Right? You hear the Who's, Teenage Wasteland, but it's a digital wasteland. And it's like, yes, it is strewn with the avatars, the carcasses of dead digital people. Right? Poking fun, counter jabbing, just punching at one another. And you can see why it's exciting, especially for someone like the Malice, or the high functioning trolls, who really get in there and really dig in and just love to scrap, right? We no longer fist fight in reality. We verbal fight online. And, and for people who really want to do that, who really want to get in, because I've known people who are fighters, right? Fight at the drop of a hat. I would like to think I am, but I'm kind of a pacifist, a little bit of a coward. I defend myself, but actually going out there and wanting to fight somebody, it's funny. It's funny in that wonderful absurd way, where where you just sit back and you go, we're doing nothing. We're doing absolutely nothing and having the greatest time ever. I need to delete this thing. But I don't want to delete it because there are those leftists out there. And even, the feds and all of their boogeymen who are trying to find, evil under every rock or come door to door and say, hey, have you talked about vaccines lately? You've got all of these people out there. And then this leads credence to the idea of, well, if they just ban people, they're effectively non-personing someone, right? They're doing what the leftists say that all of us, quote unquote, rightists are doing. We're non-personing them. Well, look at you. You're putting a padlock on the gate to public discourse, and all of that discourse is happening online. And then if another version of that platform springs up where anyone can come and speak, well, then you immediately shut it down. That's what happened to Parler, and it's never fully regained its strength that it was gaining. So therefore, there's the collusion between state and corporate power, which is, there you go, that's the fascism that everyone worries about, but it's right there. That's the real fascism. It's not morons marching around with, crooked crosses on their arms, doing the Roman salute and saying you will not replace us. Those are morons. The real fascists are the ones closing down everything and saying you can't speak, you can't talk. Those are the real fascists. Those other people are play acting. We know they're morons, and I know a bunch of you are here on BitChute, and that's the reason why some of my videos that seem a little Southern sympathizing get a little more views than everything else. It's because you all think I'm going to come here and, bandy about a bunch of, neo-Confederate kind of ideas. No, I think you're part of the problem too. I think you're right in there. I'm a proud Southerner. I believe in the unique identity that's here in the South. But it's not just white people that made that. It's not a pure 50-50, but it's at least, we've got percentages of people here that are not white, that make up this wonderful culture that's in the South. And it's that hegemonic force from the North where everyone's the same, the empire state, New York, right? They want their empire, and they just don't want their empire across the world. They want it all over the United States. But then I'm supposed to join sides with you neo-Nazis? Screw you. I'm not going to join the empire, and I'm not going to join you either. Because to me, you're all the same. And Twitter is a wonderful example of that. Where it is both a great communication tool and a wonderful chance for people to silence one another. And I'm using wonderful, of course, there as, kind of a ha-ha tongue-in-cheek. It's like when people use the word terrific, and they use it in its original sense, and it's like there was a terrific situation, meaning it was horrible, meaning it was terrible, not in that cool, hip, ironic, hey, it's terrific, man. It was horrific. It was terrific to watch Twitter. And I didn't think that I would be this enchanted by it. And that's what's scary. That it it takes over so quickly because you get that instant feedback. That, ooh, we like what you're saying. Ooh, good doggy, good doggy. The Pavlov, ring the bell, ring the bell, ring the bell, ooh, salivate. It's insane. We don't need to be on it. But can we not admit to its power? That's the craziness of it all. So, you know, to all of you wonderful trolls out there, keep going. I've laughed a lot. I've made a few statements myself, but we got to realize that we need to step back a bit. But enjoy the ride, because it's just a ride.